So another one of the questions that I get asked is, and actually this is a question everybody should be asking when they're going to work with a coach. And one of those points is what is your coaching style? What's your, how do you coach? And the best way to talk about that is who's really influenced me as a coach. First and foremost, you got to understand, my background in coaching comes from a psychology degree in 16 years working with at-risk adolescents and their parents and their families, everything from government work to curfew and diversion work in the city of Denver. But then to be able to take all of those pieces and access that and apply that into business coaching is essential. And the truth is it works. But also to know who I study. Some of those things are, Brian Tracy is a huge influence. He's in my car all the time. If I heard his voice, I would know it was Brian Tracy almost immediately because I listen to him virtually daily as I'm as I'm going from place to place. Jack Canfield and the Success Principles has been huge for me. So much so that I've even hired his team to help coach me. As a good coach, you also want to know who's coaching the coach. Because as I said earlier, world-class athletes, the best of the best, have multiple coaches. So if you're looking for a coach, you should say, who's your coach? They should have one, two, maybe more. Another one that, a sounding board that I tell everybody to read, this is one of the foundations of coaching. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, it's not just fluff. That's the whole idea of whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's a core foundation for me. If you can visualize it and believe it 100%, that's the challenge. There's nothing that you can't do. One of the originals for me is Zig Ziglar. I found Zig Ziglar while I was in college, got introduced to his book, had the privilege of sharing a stage with him, not at the same time, but spoke on the same platform at the same event that he did. He helped me understand goals and the importance of goal setting. And finally, one of the ones that's taught me the most about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is Tony Robbins. And with Unlimited Power, he explains it so simply. But there are certain aspects to that to help you as a business owner understand your employees better, to understand the things that you say to yourself and how you function, but also along those lines is being able to look at how can you learn different bits and pieces about your customers, your clients, and communicate with them better, understand them better. Those are some of the major influencers in my life because those are the books that I read. Those are my coaches. So that's a critical question. As you're looking for a coach, find out who do they coach like, what's their coaching style like, who influenced them, who is their coach. I just shared with you mine. If that sounds like similar people that have influenced you in your business, maybe we're a good fit.